brilliant songwriter. All right, thanks, Anthony. Cheers, Vanessa. Hello, good afternoon. Today, Tuesday, 16th of April, 2019, and live till 5, it's The Big Show.
Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
My love, my lover, 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 I'm in paradise whenever I'm with you. My mind, my mind, well it's a paradise whenever I'm with you. Ride on, well, I will ride on down the road, I will find you, I will hold you, I'll be there. It's long, well, it's a mighty long road, but I'll find you, I will hold you, and I'll be there. I know you heard it from those other boys, but this time it's real, it's something that I feel it. I know you heard it from those other boys, but this time it's real, it's something that I feel it. If it feels like paradise running through your bloody veins, you know it's love heading your way. If it feels like paradise running through your bloody veins, you know it's love heading your way. My time, my time, well it's a never-ending helter-skelter. We'll be out whatever the weather. My heart, my boom, boom, heart, it's a beat and it's a thumping and I'm alive. I know you heard it from those other boys, but this time it's real, it's something that I feel it. I know you heard it from those other boys, but this time it's real, it's something that I feel it. And if it feels like paradise running through your bloody veins, you know it's love heading your way. If it feels like paradise running through your bloody veins, you know it's love heading your way. Paradise, roll on, meet me there, roll on, 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 paradise, roll on. Meet me there, roll on, paradise, roll on, meet me there, roll on. If it feels like paradise running through your bloody veins, you know it's love heading your way.
Oh, George, we love you.
If it feels like paradise running through your bloody veins, you know it's love heading your way.
George Ezra, Paradise.
I know you heard it from those other boys, but this time it's real, it's something that I feel it. I know you heard it from
How are you doing today?
boys, but this time it's real.
We've got a busy day here in London.
Feel it. If it feels like paradise running through your bloody veins, you know it's love heading your way.
I hope you're okay. If you want to make contact with the show, steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2.
Bloody veins, you know it's love.
Maybe for a shout out.
If it feels like paradise running through your bloody veins, you know it's love heading your way.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel
7, Radio 2.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
All right, hands up for us talking to Dr. Hillary about your hay fever. Find out about all that, what you can do. That's later. Hands up if you're going vegan. You can try. And this is great. Hands up for the first butterfly of spring. Oh, it doesn't get better. I saw him today. He was in Hyde Park. I saw him. Bless him.
Will. I look at you and I see the passion eyes of May. Oh, but am I ever gonna see my wedding day? Oh, I was on your side, Bill, when you were losing. I'd never scheme or lie, Bill, there'd be no fooling. But kisses and love won't carry me till you marry me, Bill. I love you so, I always will. And in your voice I hear a choir of carousels. Oh, but am I ever gonna hear my wedding bells? I was the one who came running when you were low. When you were low. I have not lived one day not loving you only. But kisses and love won't carry me until you marry me, Bill. I love you so, I always will. And though devotion rules my heart, I take no vow. Oh, but am I ever gonna make those wedding vows? Oh, come on, Bill. Oh, come on, Bill.
See, at first I thought it wouldn't suit his voice, but then, hearing it a couple of times, it's Morrissey, Wedding Bell Blues. I love it. Perfect. Guessing there could be an album of covers coming. That's Morrissey, Wedding Bell Blues on Radio 2. Cloudy for much of the UK, a few sunny spells, some rain for the western side of England and Scotland. High temperature 14 in London. And as I mentioned yesterday, as we go through the week, it's going to get better. Overnight low tonight, 5 in Milton Keynes, MK. Tonight, the rain will mostly clear away. Luckily, feeling chilly with some mist and fog patches. Tomorrow, warming up. Expect high temperatures of 18 or 19 for tomorrow, Wednesday. Cloudy for much of southern England, but turning sunny elsewhere. Even better on Thursday, I understand. Lights on, sunset tonight, Edinburgh 8:21. In Belfast, it's 8:28. In Cardiff, it's 8:10, and London 7:58.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Radio 2.
There she stood in the street, smiling for said, hey, what is this? Now, baby, maybe she's in need of a kiss. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Maybe we can see things the same. Now, don't you wait, oh, hesitate. Let's move before they raise the parking rate. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. Let me tell you now. I took her home to my place, watching every move on her face. She said, look, what's your game, baby? Are you trying to put me in shame? I said, look slow, don't go so fast. Don't you think that love can last? She said, love above. Now you're trying to trick me in love. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now.
Good afternoon from Britain's official afternoon show on the radio. There's Free and All right now. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon, 2:19 from Radio 2. And as you probably know, protest demos, marches, gatherings continue for a second day in London re climate change. Protesters are on the streets of central London for a second day. Police have removed dozens of protesters from Westminster Bridge after blocking the roads for a second day, and a total of 122 arrests have been made now. Transport for London has said the bus routes remain on diversion or stop short of their final destination due to the ongoing protests. As you may have heard at 2 o'clock, songwriter Les Reed has died at the age of 83. His family has confirmed. He was well known for co-writing Tom Jones' hits Delilah and It's Not Unusual. Hundreds of millions of euros have been pledged to help rebuild Notre Dame after a devastating fire partially destroyed the French cathedral. And the European Parliament has approved new EU rules to protect workers in the so-called gig economy. The law sets minimum rights and demands, increase transparency for those in on-demand jobs such as Uber or Deliveroo. Then it says member states will now have at most 3 years to enforce the new rules.
Change.
here's Jeremy Vine with another of his legendary impressions. Figures in great British culture. Today, it's Jeremy Paxman.
Here's your start of the 10. In the periodic table, which heavy metal is directly below zinc?
Simpson, Oxford Brookes. Is it cadmium?
No, it's cadmium. No, it's Whitesnake. Obviously.
I came back, breathe the smoke. I've got a system and I'm using my head. Close enough to stay afloat, but you can sink with all the weight you've been fed. Pulled and pried, a push don't make it right. Lost so easily. Tell me what you're doing. Top shelf guy, supermarket price. Don't think much of me. Tell me what you're doing. You still I want it all. Don't stop giving. I like the way you talk. Just don't hit the wall. Can't stop living. Do anything you want. Just precious toys don't work for play. They make a killing sitting out of the game. Make that choice to be okay. There's nothing to it when you make it a break. Taking flight, falling from a height. Sounds the same to me. Tell me what you're doing. Eyes shut tight, keeping out the light. Means I disagree. Tell me what you're doing. You still I want it all. Don't stop giving. I like the way you talk. Just don't hit the wall. Can't stop living. Do anything you want. Give something, prove something now, now, now. Choose something, move something now, now, now. Do something,
The Two Door Cinema Club and Talk. Pete Townsend was due to be in with us today. He apologises, but he can't make it today. Had a last-minute thing. And we'll be back on the show very, very soon. And that's a promise. No worries, Pete. We'll see you soon.
I want it all. Don't stop giving. I like the way you talk. Just don't hit the wall. Can't stop living. Do anything you want.
If you're needing a shout-out, steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. So today, Imelda May, brilliant Irish singer-songwriter and poet. Dr. Hilary Jones discussing allergies, energy foods, and something the doctor has chosen to talk about: dirty beards, hipster beards, a righty beard. And there's Janie, there's Tim, there's Bobby, there's Anthony Birchley, there's Betty Glover with the sport, the oldies chosen by Jamie Goddard in Tilehurst in Berkshire, and the socials and the emails, and the showbiz.
BBC Radio 2 is exploring the music and artistry of one of the greatest singers Britain has ever produced.
She was so friendly. She was such a unique person.
Dusty Springfield.
Only wanna be with
with previously unbroadcast interviews and unreleased material from her recording sessions across a 3-part series.
I was going past a record shop and I heard Tell Him by the Exciters. I know something about love. And I went, that's it!
Definitively Dusty, with me, Tris Penner. Listen to the first episode on the BBC Sounds app.
Awesome Jonas Brothers, Sucker, Sebastian Perez remix, which we played on Serious Jock and we love it so much. Stephen team, can we have a shout out please? Yes you can. It's our wedding anniversary. We're having a few days away in the Malvern Hills. Cheers Wrighty. Oh absolutely, my pleasure. That's Anwin and Richard. And Steve, can you give me and my husband David a mention? We're travelling to Heathrow from Plymouth for a trip to the Italian lakes for my birthday on Friday. Great show from Sharon.
They shot to fame on the stage of the Brighton Dome.
Winning song of the Eurovision Song Contest.
And went on to become one of the world's most recognisable artists.
ABBA.
Now, join Nikki Chapman to mark 20 years of Mamma Mia. The ABBA musical.
Hearing from the band's founding members.
It's very fulfilling that this experiment is now 20.
And counting down their 8 studio albums in an exclusive ABBA chart.
Let's ABBA party.
Monday from midday on BBC Radio 2.
See what you did there. Loving the show. Can we have a shout out to Jack and Suzanne and Fiona driving down from Edinburgh to Sheffield to take that in concert. Oh my goodness, that's great. Very excited. Thank you. My pleasure. to Janie Lee Grace and Tim Smith. And let's go immediately to Tim. What you got?
Because of the way their eyes are positioned in their heads, pigs can't actually see up into the sky.
And Janie Lee Grace.
The sense of taste is the weakest of our 5 senses. And, you know, we lose our sense of taste the older we get, which is strange. Because, I mean, as I get older, I still like tasting food, don't you?
Yes, I do, but I like strong mints now.
It's because you can't taste them.
I know. And humbugs. I'm getting into that humbugs thing.
What do you think Gertrude Ederle was the first woman to do in 1926?
Was she the first woman to paint a line down the back of her legs to create seamed stockings?
That's a great guess. Yes, I think she was the first person to put a left-handed parting in her hair.
It's a little bit more straightforward than that, guys, but thank you very much indeed. She was the first woman to swim the English Channel.
Interesting.
Factoids.
Started good, crossed our hearts, we made a promise, misunderstood, cause all my friends say you're dishonest. You had me questioning what I was worth. Yeah, you know, and I know now. Say what you want, but I know that it's only words that you use to anyone, anybody. Self-lie, you were done with your stories. Get out my face, it's safe to say. When I was your girlfriend, you said it'd be different. You wanted other girls and you wanted commitment, but you couldn't get it together. I'm sending you this love letter. Oh, I was your girlfriend, I thought you were different. I tried to make it work, gave a million chances, but I know I can do better. I'm sending you this love letter. You'd sit at home, talking on them. Pick up your clothes like you forgot I'm not your mother. Yeah, you were getting way too comfortable. You know, and I know now. Say what you want, but I know that it's only words that you use to anyone, anybody. Self-lie, you were done with your stories. You'll be replaced, it's safe to say. When I was your girlfriend, you said it'd be different. You wanted other girls and you wanted commitment, but you couldn't get it together. I'm sending you this love letter. Oh, I was your girlfriend, I thought you were different. I tried to make it work, gave a million chances, but I know I can do better. I'm sending you this love letter.
Love letter, Nina Nesbitt. Okay, looking at some news of the day, unemployment fell by 27,000 in the 3 months to February to 1.34 million. Official Office for National Statistics, ONS figures show today. Notre Dame, then, hundreds of millions of euros have been pledged to help rebuild Notre Dame after that devastating fire. I mean, my goodness, partially destroyed the French cathedral. The fire, declared fully extinguished some 15 hours after it began, ravaged the 850-year-old building's roof and caused its spire to collapse. Firefighters who worked through the night managed to save the Paris landmark's main stone structure, including its 2 towers. Some stuff going on today around in Britain and the world. The Wind Operations and Maintenance Conference and exhibition starts in Dallas. That's not wind, Janie, as in breaking wind. It's wind. I didn't think it was. Well, just in case, because I know you're a bit, allergic to that kind of remark. The International Conference on Climate Change begins in Washington, D.C. The Mister has been published today. It's the new novel, The Mister, by E.L. James, who wrote the 50 Shades of Grey books.
Is it a bit near the knuckle?
Yes, it is, I understand. Although I'm not sure, because I haven't read it. In tonight's football, Bath play Man United. It's the British Swimming Championships in Glasgow. The Institute of Chartered Accountants have got their prize-giving ceremony in London. And the Brits Off-Broadway Fest starts in New York, celebrating New British Theatre. Alfie Boe playing Brighton. Hello, Alfie. Shawn Mendes plays London. Hello, Shawn. And Ricky Gervais in Hastings. Claire Foy, happy birthday.
Listen, it was a very accurate portrayal of the time. They didn't have GHD hair.
She was in that space movie. I was talking about her hair.
My hair would have been 4 times the size. So we changed it to be appropriate for the film.
Yeah.
And I wore a lot of slacks.
Did they have scissors in those days?
Listen,
I think they did.
It was just done with flint.
I liked your hair, Claire.
Thanks, Ryan.
I miss it.
That was a wig.
No, of course it wasn't a wig. Why would anybody?
I think somebody had cut her hair without a mirror. Britain is set for the warmest day of the year on Good Friday, and temperatures could build further to reach the mid-70s by Saturday, so that's all good news. And here's Janie Lee Grace.
The title is Internet Age has left us all with a shorter attention span. Never was anything more true.
I know.
Don't you think? This is very interesting because it says a study suggests that the deluge of material really has shortened our attention span. And researchers have looked at things such as films, fashion, buzzwords, and political issues and found that the public interest wanes faster than it ever used to. So, for example, they mentioned Titanic, which was at the top of the box office charts for 15 solid weeks. Wow. In 1997, Avatar managed 7 weeks in 2009. But now it takes a week before it slips down to the next slot, even though it's a very popular film.
Sometimes it does. It all depends. The superhero movies, they're there for quite a time. Dumbo's been there for a time, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I know what you mean. But anyway, they're saying that films drop down quicker. Google searches even, things that are trending that we search on Google, even, for example, complex topics such as Brexit, today remain popular for a quarter of the time that they did in 2010. And then they look at phrases. And then, interestingly, they also look at things like Twitter. And they say that the topics that trend on Twitter now just stay around for a few hours rather than like a day.
Then they're gone. That's interesting. Going back to the movies, by the way, I am fed up with movies lasting 2 hours and 40 minutes, aren't you?
No, it's too long. If you can't wrap it up in 2 hours, don't do it.
No, come on. It depends what the film's like, surely.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Some films warrant that. I mean, The Godfather, that is well worth its, 2 hours and 55 minutes, if not just over 3 hours.
Well, it's great for
All
dropping
the
off to
President.
sleep too.
Some films have to be that long. I grant you, not all of them. Some should be less than an hour under law. But not all of them.
All right. Imelda May with us later, talking about performing a very special Friday Night is Music Night here on Radio 2 very soon. And Dr. Hilary Jones discussing allergies and foods and also something else the doctor has chosen to talk about. He tells us he wants to talk about the dust and the mites in hipster beards.
Baby, please don't stop. Something's taken over my heart. You've caught me in a moment of weakness. Boy, you had me from the start. Now all I wanna taste is your sweetness. So what's the point in trying to fight it? You've got me in the palm of your hand. You can shake me down, you can wind me up, you can drive me crazy, baby, please don't stop. I'm going out of my head, need to feel your love, but too much can never be enough. So baby, please don't stop. Oh baby, please don't stop. Baby, please don't stop. Oh baby, please don't stop. Something's taken over my mind, and that's a place that I've never been to. I'm not the infatuation kind, but it happened from the moment I met you. So what's the point in trying to fight it? I want you more than I can stand. You can shake me down, you can wind me up, you can drive me crazy, baby, please don't stop. I'm going out of my head, need to feel your love, but too much can never be enough. So baby, please don't stop. The further I fall, the deeper I'm in. The more I lose it, the more I win. So baby, please don't stop. Oh baby, please don't stop. You can shake me down, you can wind me up. Oh baby, please don't stop. Going out of my head, feel your love. You can shake me down, you can wind me up, you can drive me crazy, baby, please don't stop. I'm going.
All right, That's Emma Bunton and Baby Please Don't Stop. It's 14-3 on Steve Wright in the afternoon. Sarah Cox on the air at 5. Sarah gives a listener a Sarah special award for recognising awesomeness. And it's a phrased and confused as my favourite. So if you'd like to play, email Sarah now at sarahcox@bbc.co.uk. And then it's Mark Radcliffe sitting in for Joe Wiley. That's at 7.
BBC Radio 2.
And it's just the Bobster.
Steve, thank you. First of all, Dumbarton, the A82. On the northbound side, it is still closed from the Barlone roundabout to the A813, which is the Lormangate roundabout. So still shut on the northbound side. A595 for southbound at Dissington is also still closed with the accident on the roundabout at the A597. So just be aware. It's on the southern side of the roundabout near to the Lilyhall Industrial Estate. So if you're heading from Lilyhall to Whitehaven, you can't get through there because of that closure. A54, now at Orgreave, it is still closed both ways with its overturned lorry, which is near the flash turn off the Rose and Crown. Also, south of Glossop, the A624 at Channel is closed. There's an accident just between the Derbyshire level to Monks Road. Then the M6 on the northbound side, 4A, up towards 5 at Castle Bromwich. Got a breakdown there. One lane is shut. And the latest on the M25 closure, anti-clockwise, remains closed. Just at junction 27 for the M11. The queues are consistently back to 28, so back to the A12, the Brook Street roundabout. That's about 7 miles. Diversion is the northbound M11, then coming back on yourself. So, of course, people are trying to find alternative routes, so all surrounding routes are really, really heavy. The M20 eastbound, junction 1 for the M25 to 2, which is the Rooton Brands Hatch circuit. We've got one lane block with a breakdown. And the latest in central London following the demonstrations. Now, many routes still affected. Waterloo Bridge is still closed both ways. Both sides of the embankment, Pall Mall, Trafalgar Square, all the routes in between are still really affected badly by this route. So please keep checking. Things change all the time as well. So I will stay up on it, but Waterloo Bridge is still closed both ways. Another one for you, 40 minutes.
OK, thank you. Stephen Team, tile grouting the summer house this afternoon. Listening to the big show. Can you give me a shout out? Loving the show, Steve. Love Heidi Crook in bonus on Windermere. And Jane, Francesca, Sheridan and Beryl on our way back from a wonderful mini break in Whitby.
Come on, hold my hand. I wanna contact the living. Not sure I understand this road I've been given. I sit and talk to God, and He just laughs at my plans. My head speaks a language I don't understand. I just wanna feel real love, feel the home that I live in. 'Cause I got too much life running through my veins, going to waste. I don't wanna die, but I ain't keen on living either. Before I fall in love, I'm preparing to leave her. Scare myself to death. That's why I keep on running. Before I've arrived, I can see myself coming. I just wanna feel real love, feel the home that I live in. 'Cause I got too much life running through my veins, going to waste. much love running through my veins to go to waste. I just wanna feel real love and love ever after. There's a hole in my soul, you can see it in my face. It's a real big place.
Some more news of the day. Online retail giant Amazon's website is flooded with fake 5-star reviews for products from unfamiliar brands, Consumer Group Which has claimed today. Rich people tend to cheat and lie more. Those making a ton of money, say researchers, feel that they're allowed to lie, cheat and manipulate others in unethical ways because they have a higher net worth. That is total nonsense, total rubbish, don't you think?
I was just about to say exactly the same thing. How do they know that? How can they actually determine that?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you've got. All kinds of people lie, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. Regularly managing on 4 or 5 hours increases the risk of heart attack, strokes and early death, according to a study on the 20 most common myths about sleep, say US researchers today. And here is Janie, what you got over there for us?
Interesting piece here in the Mail about how plastic dust has even been found on mountaintops now. I mean, really, seriously. It says, obviously, plastic is polluting our water and the earth, but the latest research shows that the microplastic dust is also in the air that we breathe. The main type of plastic in the dust that's found dropping was polystyrene, used in packaging, of course, but not able to be widely recycled, followed by polyethylene, I hope I've said that right, which is made from plastic bottles and bags. And now they've actually found little bits deposited in a remote area on a border between France and Spain, which is normally thought of as a pristine area where you wouldn't have any of those particles.
I have gone anti-plastic in a big way, have you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I've been trying to for ages. It sneaks up on you, though, doesn't it? In funny things. And I still buy takeaway cups. I always try and take my own. I mean, that's ridiculous how many hundreds of years that's going to take to recycle.
It's impossible. You cannot do it. You look around your house, look around your kitchen, look around your bathroom, look around anywhere. We are surrounded by plastic.
Yeah, and it sneaks up on you, as Janie says, because, like, for example, if you buy a new toothbrush, I mean, that's going to have a plastic covering, isn't it?
Yeah, look
and
at the packaging around everything.
It's the packaging that's totally unnecessary, isn't it?
And you, I have to give you full credit. You've been talking about packaging for so many years. It's unbelievable.
But did you see the piece, was it in one of the papers, or maybe I saw it online, about the Attenborough effect? I mean, they reckon that it's encouraged something like 65% of people to stop using, well, as much plastic. I mean, that's amazing. Because all you can do is have everyone doing a little bit. You can't do anything more than that, really.
And I'm really looking forward to his new thing, which starts on Thursday, I believe.
Good, yeah, absolutely.
June Brown has said the secret to a happy life is to do exactly what you darn well please. Age 92, the EastEnders actress known to millions at Top Branning refuses to give up boozing, smoking and eating food she enjoys. That's not bad, is it?
I thought it was somebody else.
I don't blame her at 92 or whatever she is.
Yeah, good for her.
Enjoy yourself.
All right, now the latest edition of So Naughties is available now on BBC Sounds. It's a playlist of big tunes from the noughties that our friend Dermot is in charge of. But don't ask him too many questions about them.
BBC Sounds.
Well, hello. Dermot here with your latest edition of So Naughties. Always needs a better intro. So Naughties. From BBC Sounds, kicking off with The Ones and Flawless. Can you guess the year? No, me neither.
It's like perfection.
He doesn't know.
Like no other. Flawless. Absolutely flawless.
Excellent.
BBC Sounds.
And coming right up to date, you can also hear one of the biggest stars in the world on BBC Sounds. Drake was in with Tiffany Carver, co-hosting The Rap Show over on Radio 1 and 1 Extra. They somehow got onto the subject of Tiffany being single and the type she's looking for. And Drake had advice from a fellow Canadian.
BBC Sounds.
You know what? You'll meet what's right for you.
Right.
Whoever's right for you. Doesn't matter what they do. Don't say, oh, they won't be in music, because there was an album one time from a very wise man named Justin Bieber. You know what the title of that album was?
What?
Never Say Never. No, I don't think it was an album. I think it was a movie.
that was a song and a documentary.
Okay, there was a documentary.
I know this because I was
Anyway, the point was never say never. That was what I was getting at, the quote.
Yeah. I will never say never.
That's Drake. Here's Janie.
You can get all that and loads more on the BBC Sounds app. Download it for free and find out more at bbc.co.uk/sounds.
Now, let's see if Dermot's got the answer to his question about Flawless by The Ones.
And Flawless was released, drumroll please, in 2000.
2001. I like 2001. Good year.
Excellent. You're through to the final.
BBC Sounds.
Walking along, everything's good and I haven't felt this in so long. I get on the phone, my friends tell me they saw you dancing last night and I burn up. I might be alright, but I know you're dancing with somebody else to our song. Beginning to cry, that I'm not the one and your arms just feel so wrong, so wrong, so wrong. Can't escape from these chains. All the songs remind me of you. All this pain when we're needed. All the songs remind me of you. Deep in my heart, deep in my heart. All the songs remind me of you. Deep in my heart, all the songs remind me of you. Every day, it feels dangerous driving along with the radio on. I'm living in fear. All of my heart, all of my joy wrapped up in these songs. Can't escape from these chains. All the songs remind me of you. All this pain when we're needed. All the songs remind me of you. Deep in my heart, all the songs remind me of you. Deep in my heart, all the songs remind me of you. Every step I walk away leads me back to you. All these songs playing in my mind leads me back to you. Only takes a spark to light this flame. Lose my breath, my body starts to shake. I just don't know if there's more I can take. I'm close to breaking, 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 breaking. Deep in my heart, all the songs remind me of you. Deep in my heart, all the songs remind me of you. Spark to light this flame. Lose my breath, my body starts to shake. I just don't know if there's more I can take. I'm close to breaking, 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 breaking.
Will Young. When we come back, the non-stop oldies chosen by Jamie Goddard in Tilehurst in Berkshire.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Anthony Birchley. Prosecutors in Paris say the blaze that devastated the city's iconic Notre Dame Cathedral overnight was an accident, not arson. It's thought the fire may have been linked to a project to restore the 19th century spire. Offers of help have been flooding in from around the world after President Macron vowed that the cathedral would be rebuilt. French billionaires and multinational companies such as the oil firm Total have pledged hundreds of millions of euros. Appeals are also being made to wealthy Americans. John David is a master stonemason who helped rebuild York Minster following the fire there more than 30 years ago.
These buildings are huge and massive, and the stone structure should be okay. They were concerned when the flames were going up into the northwest tower, but we understand that they contained those in the early hours of the morning. What does concern me now is the damage to the stone vault inside. Part of it is still intact. I think most people, including myself as a craftsman, just hope that the building can be restored to its former glory.
A police officer from Lancashire is seriously ill in hospital after being sprayed with ammonia when he was called to deal with a report of a domestic incident. He suffered serious injuries to his eyes, throat and respiratory system. A 46-year-old man has been arrested. The total number of people in work in the UK has reached a new record high. In February, the figure stood at 32.7 million, with the unemployment rate remaining at 3.9%. 179,000 jobs were created in the last 3 months alone. Ruth Gregory from the research group Capital Economics says Brexit is a factor behind the figures.
In uncertain times, it's easier to reverse hiring decisions than it is to reverse spending in plant and machinery, which require larger upfront costs. So rather than despite Brexit uncertainty, the recent strength in the labour market appears to have been because of the prolonged period of Brexit uncertainty.
The Police Service of Northern Ireland is investigating the latest in a spate of cash machine thefts. Last night, a stolen digger was used to rip a machine out of a wall in North Antrim. From Belfast, Keith Doyle reports.
The thefts follow a similar brutal pattern. A stolen digger is used to smash into a building and scoop out an ATM machine. Within a few minutes, the machine and the thieves are gone. In Bushmills last night, a digger ripped a cash machine out of a wall in the centre of the village. It was then set on fire. It was the 10th ATM to be stolen across Northern Ireland and close to the border in the Irish Republic this year. The Police Service of Northern Ireland has set up a task force to deal with the thefts, which officers believe are being carried out by more than one gang.
And a senior judge who was called for jury service has revealed he was only excused after insisting he was actually the judge in the case. Keith Cutler, who's the resident judge of Winchester and Salisbury, said at first his refusal was rejected and he was told he could appeal to the resident judge, to which he responded he was the resident judge. That's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 3 on Next at 4.
That would have been multitasking.
BBC.
Thank you. Here they come.
Now, the non-stop oldies brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
It's our old friend Billy Ocean. Red light spells danger on the non-stop oldies as chosen by Jamie Goddard in Tilehurst, Berkshire.
Got so much love, little Jeannie, and you take it where it strikes and give it to the likes of me. Oh, little Jeannie, you got so much love, little Jeannie. So I see you when I can. You make me all a man can be. And I want you to be my acrobat. I want you to be my lover. Oh, there were others who would treat you cruel. And oh, Jeannie, you were always someone's fool, little Jeannie. You got so much time, little Jeannie. Though you've grown beyond your years, you still retain the fears of youth. Oh, little Jeannie, you got so much time, little Jeannie, but you're burning it up so fast, searching for some lasting truth. And I want you to be my acrobat. I want you to be my lover. Oh, there are others who would treat you cruel. But oh, Jeannie, I will always be your fool. And I want you to be my acrobat. I want you to be my lover. Oh, there were others, and I've known quite a few. But oh, Jeannie, I'm still in love with you.
And these oldies chosen by Jamie Goddard in Tilehurst in Reading. Hello, Jamie. I'm a painter and decorator by trade, so I listen to Radio 2 from breakfast right through until the early evening. I'm married to Donna. We've been together for over 30 years. Her only fault is turning down the music in the car to talk when there's a great song on the radio. Divorce has been threatened more than once over that. I'm not sure that's sufficient grounds. If she turns down my talking as well. It's a joke. My hobbies are golf and walking my two labs, although we don't go far these days, as like me, they're getting old. I'm a huge music fan, and this is just a small sample of the kind of stuff I like. Hope you enjoy them. Jamie, we're loving them. I think you'll find a badge turning up in Tilehurst. Be up at the Triangle.
Long as I got your love, have left a mark on me. You've been as constant as a northern star, the brightest light that shines. It's been you, woman, right down the line. I just wanna say this is my way of telling you everything I could never say before. Yeah, this is my way of telling you that every day I'm loving you so much more, 'cause you believed in me through my darkest night. Put something better inside of me. You brought me into the light. Threw away all those crazy dreams. I put them all behind. And it was you, woman, right down the line. I just wanna say this is my way of telling you everything I could never say before. Yeah, this is my way of telling you that every day I'm loving you so much more. If I should doubt myself, if I'm losing ground, I won't turn to someone else. They'd only let me down. When I wanted you to share my life, I had no doubt in my mind. And it's been you, woman, right down the line.
Oh yeah, tune. Jamie Goddard in Tilehurst picking the non-stop oldies.
It's hit after hit, the non-stop oldies every
They
great song, not often played. ABBA and Eagle on the non-stop oldies chosen by Jamie Goddard in Tilehurst, Berkshire. Well, cloudy for much of the UK today. A few sunny spells, some rainfall the western side of England and Scotland. High temperature in the UK is 14. That's in London. Overnight low of 5 in Milton Keynes. A little later on, we'll talk to Imelda May and also Dr. Hilary Jones. Fleetwood Mac on the non-stop oldies. Yeah, just breaking off here. You can leave your dedication for this coming Sunday's Love Songs on Radio 2's Facebook page this afternoon. If you'd like to send us a dedication for love songs, that's for this Sunday morning. That's Easter Sunday or Easter Day. Just go to Facebook and search for Radio 2. You'll see our Love Songs post. All you have to do is comment underneath it before 5 o'clock this afternoon, please. Make sure you say who you are and where you're from, along with the dedication, who it's for. We do read all of the dedications, all the shout-outs that you leave on Facebook, so just make sure you're listening to Love Songs. That's Easter Day, this coming Easter Sunday from 9 a.m. on Sunday morning, and you might hear yours on the show, please. So if you'd like a dedication on Love Songs for this Easter Sunday, go to Facebook, search for BBC Radio 2 and leave your comment underneath the Love Songs post. You've got until 5 o'clock today. Thank you very much. to the oldies in just a moment.
On BBC Two, imagine seeing your house transform into your dream home.
Sounds brilliant because I really struggle seeing plans on a paper.
Using our advanced virtual reality technology, families can step inside their redesigned homes.
Whoa! That is absolutely amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, I just want to be in it. Well, I am in it, but I just want to be in it.
Before having them built for real.
It's everything that you could possibly ask for.
In the flesh, it's incredible.
Join me, Angela Scanlon, for your home made perfect. Starts tonight at 8 on BBC Two.
Steve Wright in the
Baby, come as you are with just your heart, and I'll take you in. You're rejected and hurt. To me, you're worth what you have within.
Now I don't need no superstar, 'cause I'll accept you as you are. You won't be denied, 'cause I'm satisfied with the love you inspire.
You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show.
You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show.
Somebody nobody knows could steal the tune that you wanna hear. So stop your running around, 'cause now you found what was cloudy is clear. Oh, honey,
There'll be no cheering from the crowd,
just two hearts beating out loud.
there'll be no parades, no TV or stage, only me to your dying day.
You don't have to be a star, baby, no, to be in my show. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. Don't think your star has to shine for me to find out where you're coming from. What is a beauty queen if it don't mean I'm your number one?
And I don't need no superstar, 'cause I'll accept you as you are. You won't be denied, 'cause I'm satisfied with the love you inspire. You don't
And those were the non-stop oldies. Thank you for 'em. Badge on its way. Marilyn McCoo, Billy Davis Jr. You don't have to be a star to be on my show, and it's true.
You don't have to be a star,
I got Tim on.
to be in my show. Sweet darling.
Steve, can you congratulate our son Jordan for passing his driving theory test at first attempt from proud parents Barry and Sarah? Congratulations, Jordan. That's groovy. Steve, can we get a shout out driving home to Preston from Whitehaven with my wonderful husband Jim, having dropped off the grandchildren after 3 fabulous but very tiring days. Thank you from Sarah. Steve, wherever we are, we listen to you, and at the moment we're in our summer house. The best to you and the team. That's Tony and Diane. Thank you. Can you say happy birthday to Hannah Green, who's 28 today? She'll be amazed at hearing her name on the radio. Thank you, Steve. Loving the show from Carol Parsons. And Steve, you've got to give a massive shout out to John Shaw's, who's 50 today, from all the girls at TTI in Huntingdon. And in the news, hundreds of millions of euros have been pledged to help rebuild Notre Dame after a devastating fire partially destroyed the French cathedral. The fire, declared fully extinguished some 15 hours after it began, ravaged the 850-year-old building's roof and caused its spire to collapse. Protesters earlier and now are on the streets of central London for a second day. Police have earlier removed dozens of protesters from Westminster Bridge after blocking the roads for a second day. Arrests have been made. TfL have said that bus routes remain on diversion or stop short of their final destination due to ongoing protests in various areas. But as Bobby always says, it's a kind of moving situation, as it were. What else is going on? Let's go to Bobby now, in fact. Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, to Edinburgh, the A7, the North Bridge. Now, because of a demonstration there, it's closed completely between the High Street and the A1 at Waterloo Place. Then we've got problems for the M1. There are two, but first of all, on the M1, if you're heading northbound, 24A to 25, the A50 to Brian Clough Way, we've got an accident there and at least one lane is shut. Also, the M1 heading south, 46, down towards 47, queuing from 47, beg your pardon, to 46 at Leeds, Colton, Garforth turns. We've got an accident there now, two lanes that are shut, so it's already really, really slow. To the M55 eastbound at Junction 3, which is the Kirkham turn, there's a breakdown on the exit Slip Road. You can get past it onto the A585, but it is extremely slow, so it's one to watch out for. The latest on the A54 at Orgreave, it's still closed both ways with the overturned lorry near to the Flash turn-off. Also not too far away, south of Glossop at Channel, the A624 is also closed both ways. This is between the Derbyshire level to the Monks Road, so it's closed in both directions there. M62 eastbound, 33 to 34 at Doncaster, we've got debris in the carriageway. Now I'm trying to find out if it's a result of an accident, but one lane is definitely shut while they deal with that. To the M6 on the northbound side, 4A, which is the M42 to 5 at Castle Bromwich, got a breakdown still there, that's causing queues. To the M25 closure, anti-clockwise at 27 for the M11, it remains shut. The queue's about to 28, that's about 7 miles long, so you've got queues also clockwise towards the M11. The official diversion, by the way, is coming off at 27, going north and then coming back on yourself and rejoining the M25. Still no reopening time. Surrounding routes are really struggling. Avoid it if you can. And then finally to the M20 on the coastbound side. Between the M25 to 2, the Rootham turn, got a breakdown in the roadworks, so one lane is shut. And central London, the demonstrations continue. We've got protests, Parliament Square, Marble Arch, and in Piccadilly Circus, and on Waterloo Bridge again. We've got 50 bus routes on diversion because of this, so congested. Avoid it if you can there. And I'll be back with more 25 minutes.
Great, thank you, Bobby.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. You and I had something special, baby. Something that you only see on movie screens. I know. Lately I've been missing you like crazy. Oh, why? Why'd you let me in just to let me go? Most guys will get high when feeling low, but I don't think that that's the way to go. Sometimes I'll be sitting on my own thinking about life, thinking about you and me. How do you lose the one you love after giving it all, you gave it up? Well, maybe my love wasn't enough. You think you know, but you never can. How do you lose your only plan? Well, darling, just give me one more chance, and I'll give you everything I have. I'll try to be a better man. I felt things when we were naked. I saw an angel, but they've hidden their wings. I know everyone's got that special baby. Oh, why? Now I only see you in my dreams. Most guys will get high when feeling low, but I don't think that that's the way to go. Sometimes I'll be sitting on my own thinking about life, or thinking about you and me. How do you lose the one you love after giving about. You took the words right out my mouth. But if you feel it, say it now. How do you lose the one you got? After giving it all, you gave it up. And maybe my love wasn't enough. You think you know, but you never can. And how you lose your only plan. Well, darling, just give me one more chance, and I'll give you everything I have. I'll try to be a better man.
The Tuesday afternoon surgery is open, and look, everybody, it's Dr. Hilary Jones. All right, Doctor, how are you today?
I'm very well. How are you? You look
Excellent.
well.
Oh,
You look
thank you
well.
very much.
And
You
Tim.
look well.
Well, it's spring. The weather's turning good again. Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
producing vitamin D, but not too much.
not too much.
Well,
no.
funnily enough, you should say that, because I thought, well, perhaps I've not got enough vitamin D because I'm getting scaly skin. So I bought some vitamin D. Is that good?
It's very good. You've had a long, dark winter, so not much vitamin D being made in your skin through sunlight acting on the skin. Now the sun's out. Get out there.
Yeah.
Get some sun.
I never hear you kind of say, oh, yes, vitamin tablets are okay.
I think if you're going to take anything, you're going to take some vitamin D in the winter months especially, maybe 10 micrograms a day, perhaps a little bit of iron if you don't get enough iron, B12. But, you know, if you're eating a healthy, well-balanced diet, you shouldn't need these things.
Okay, well, hay fever season is here. Over the season, 1/5 of the population will be affected, including me. The pollens most likely to be causing problems in early spring are those from trees such as silver birch, hazel, alder and London plane. The pollen season separates into three main sections, which are...
Okay, so tree pollen right now, and then later on, from mid-May to June, it's grass pollen, which is the most common cause of hay fever. And then later in the year, weed allergies are quite common. So after end of June to September, when the weeds are growing, that's when some people develop hay fever then.
So our reaction is going to be different to each period in that 4 or 5 months or
Yes.
whatever?
So some people will get their hay fever early in the year, others much later. Some unfortunate people will all year round. Perennial rhinitis, in which case it could be house dust mite that's upsetting them, or some sort of food allergy. Everybody is different, and if you're unsure what's causing your symptoms, then ask your doctor about some testing, either a skin prick test or IgE blood testing. Anyone with eczema and asthma is more likely to develop hay fever as well. Genetically, they're more predisposed. But it's really unfortunate because right there in the summer, when people are doing their exams, that's the peak of the hay fever season. So those people, if they are being affected either at work or in their social life or whatever, then they should speak to their doctor, because whilst you can get some good things over the counter, there are some better treatments that you might get from a specialist or from your GP that would tide you over.
And what
if you're
kind of
doing
things
exams.
would they be?
So immunotherapy is the new thing. It's not entirely new, but it's something that a lot of people won't have considered if they've got persistent and severe hay fever. So with immunotherapy, what you do is you either have injections of a tiny amount of the allergen every fortnight and build up a resistance, so you sort of desensitize yourself to the allergen, but you have to start 3 months before the season and continue for up to maybe 3 years of having that treatment to get rid of your allergy. And that can be an injection or it can be a little tablet under the tongue, but it can only be done under supervision because some people react so badly.
All right, now we're talking about hay fever specifically there. Let's move over to allergies generally. Is everybody allergic to something?
Most people will be allergic to something through their lifetime, whether it's grass or whether it's a food that you eat or something that you touch and you get a skin dermatitis. Most people will be allergic to something. You'd be very, very lucky if you were not allergic to anything. However, there are some people who are genetically vulnerable to many allergies. So if you, for example, if you've got a nut allergy, you're much more likely to be,
And that can be
allergic
serious.
to something else. It can be serious. In fact, most of the anaphylactic fatalities are related to peanut allergy in this country, and it seems to be a growing problem.
So let's say that you didn't know you had a nut allergy and you ate a bag of nuts. What could potentially happen?
If you had developed an allergy to nuts through previous exposure, it could be a simple skin reaction, hives, what we call urticaria, sort of red blotchy rash and itching. But it could also be swelling of the mouth and tongue, swelling of the throat, difficulty breathing, going on right through to anaphylaxis, which is collapse and shock. And as I say, sometimes it can be fatal. Now, this is unusual. 2% of children are allergic to peanuts, some of them moderately, but some quite severely, in which case tiny traces of a peanut on somebody else, giving them a kiss or touching a peanut, could cause a severe reaction. And those people need to carry those auto-injectors of adrenaline. And if they're going abroad, or even in this country, you need to ask, if you're in a restaurant, does this dish contain any traces of peanut or any other nut that might be related to peanuts? You need to ask that question. And interestingly, because I always like to throw in an interesting fact, Allergy UK, the charity in this country, have translation cards. So if you're going abroad and you don't speak the language, you can get the question translated on your card into any language. Does this food contain nuts?
When we come back, I think we'll talk to the doctor. Oh, you did want to talk about, which you've just handed me, actually.
Well,
let me take a break. This is
okay.
all about men with beards when we come back.
They've got fire. Well, I've got lightning bolts. They keep hunting, trying to kill my hope. And everywhere I go, I see them in the corner of my eye. Shouting that it's over, shouting that I'd stop the fight. Can somebody tell me how to win the fight? Can somebody tell me, is the fear inside? I wanna learn how to live without the consequences. I wanna learn how to live without the consequences. Shaking fingers, chest gets harder now. Try to stay calm, try to come back down. But everywhere I go, I see them in the corner of my eye. Shouting that it's over, saying I should stop the fight. Will somebody tell me how to win the fight? Can somebody tell me, is the fear inside? I wanna learn how to live without the consequences. I wanna learn how to live without the consequences.
Don't leave me this way. I can't survive, can't stay alive without your love. Don't leave me this way. No, I can't exist. I'll surely miss your tender kiss. Don't leave me this way. No, don't leave me this way. A broken man with empty hands. Baby, please, please, don't leave me this way. Ah, baby, my heart is full of love and desire for you. Now come on, darling, do what you gotta do. You started this fire down in my soul. Now can't you see it's burning?
beards in a second, but first I want to talk about energy foods. The doctor says that most people eat too many energy-based foods. We then don't burn off that energy, and the result is that we get fat. Is that true? And if so, what good are they for us?
Well, they're not very good for us. I mean, we eat energy-dense foods all the time. We see them advertised everywhere. We like them because they taste good. The trouble is they're packed full of calories, which we don't need, often empty calories because they've got no nutrition in them, and that's why we've got this epidemic of obesity. This idea that we need a sudden rush of energy is a really poor idea, because the only thing that can do that is sugar and simple starches, and they give you a rush of blood sugar. Of course they do, but then you feel tired afterwards because the blood sugar comes down as you make insulin.
Oh, that's where you get that sudden
so then you feel tired again.
Tiredness.
So the best form of energy is a food that gives you energy in a sustained, slow, kind of progressive way. And the best foods for that would be complex carbohydrates, potatoes and rice and pasta and cereals, but not the sugary ones.
No, but you're going to put on weight with those things anyway.
No, well, not if you eat them to moderation. So smaller portions, that's what people need.
Not if you're burning the energy off at the same time.
Of sustainable energy foods. Those are the healthy ones. Healthy, balanced diet. There is no magic energy food which gives you a sudden rush, unless you're at the top of a mountain or a major athletic performance to do. It's probably not a very good idea.
What about breakfast? Because you always say, I mean, do you always say? I think you do. Oh, yes, that's the best meal of the day, and go ahead and have that. Start the day.
Breakfast like a king and lunch like a prince and dine like a pauper has been said for years, hasn't it? Now, is that true? Again, it depends on what you're having, and it depends on the individual. If you think of the word breakfast, it stands for break the fast.
It does.
The fast from overnight, from the meal you had the night before. So your blood sugar is slightly lower in the morning, and therefore breakfast was designed to give you a little bit of energy and get you through till lunchtime or later in the day. However, it depends what you eat. If you have very sugary cereals, you're going to get a rush of energy, but then you're going to feel tired halfway through the morning for reasons I've
But most people
just
just top that up with a bit of chocolate at lunchtime.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't, for reasons I've already outlined.
Not most people, but some people.
However, if you have a moderate dish at breakfast of, say, a high protein meal, let's say scrambled egg on wholemeal bread. Now, that's a really good idea, because the egg satiates your appetite. Because it's got a lot of protein in it, you don't feel that you want to eat straight afterwards. It's really good for suppressing the appetite.
Good.
It's high protein, it's low calories, it's got lots of vitamins and minerals in it. It's just one example of a healthy food for breakfast, rather than having cereals all the time, because for me, cereals is confectionery.
You know, I always think the wheat-based cereals might be okay, and certainly porridge might be.
Yeah, porridge is very good. Oats, depends what you put in them, of course. If you put a shed load of honey on top, you've lost the benefit, really, of the oats, the fibre and the slow-release energy.
Doesn't it, Doctor?
It tastes great.
Tastes great,
but, you could put a few currants in there to liven up the porridge. I think that's a healthy meal. So I think it's about options. But for some people, they can go without breakfast. They feel fine. They're starting to burn body fat by lunchtime, but they've got through to lunchtime without feeling too hungry or too tired. And for them, they can easily avoid breakfast without any harm.
It's bad news for hipsters, but men with beards harbour more germs in their whiskers than dogs carry in their fur. Scientists are saying. This was originally a story by Patrick Flanagan. The alarming news follows a study that found every sampled beard was crawling with bacteria, and nearly half had bugs that were hazardous to human health. Is this true?
I'd just like to say you look great with your beard, and I know that you clean it thoroughly.
I do, with soap every single day. I mean, surely most do. I mean, there is a thing, certainly amongst hipsters, are really looking forward to their oil in their beards. And
we've known for years that hair is dirty, which is why you don't see nurses and surgeons operating without their hair up and under a cap, right?
Right.
Okay, so beards are no different. This research was interesting because it was conducted by Swiss researchers who wanted to know whether an MRI scanner that also scanned dogs was harmful to the humans because of the dogs. Actually, they found the opposite. Hence this report that beards could be harbouring sometimes bacteria that are potentially harmful to other human beings. So it's a kind of interesting report. Other people have said, no, this is a pogonophobic reaction. This is people phobic about beards and beard haters, and they've perpetrated this research. Actually, like any hair, you've got to wash it and keep it clean, otherwise it can harbour bugs.
Well, I mean, it's in a good point to catch bugs as well. If you're walking along the street, for example, you're going to catch a few there, aren't you?
Yeah, and all sorts of particles and molecules. It's like a trap.
Oh, I might shave it off then. Listen,
it looks good.
Thanks very much. Yeah, it looks good. It's actually full of bugs.
Full of bugs. It looks good.
What's that crawling on your chin?
No, stop. No, because I'll believe it. All right, listen, Doctor, thank you very much. Stay well until we see you in the summer.
I'll be here.
All right, Dr. Hilary Jones, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
So come on, down Atlantic Avenue, let the samba take a hold of you. 'Cause I know there is no place like the Avenue when that music gets a hold of you. Oh, drive along to Ipanema, there's always time to spare. Forget the troubles of the world when they get too much to bear. Won't you please come on down Atlantic Avenue? Na 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 na. Flying down the Rio, never thought I would be walking by the ocean here today. No, pretty soon I got to leave, but I know my heart will stay. Here I am, strolling down Atlantic Avenue with the sunlight in my eyes. Here I am, and there's nothing I would rather do when I want some peace of mind. Some peace of mind. So come on down Atlantic Avenue, let the samba take a hold of you. 'Cause I know there is no place like the Avenue when the music gets a hold of you. Here I am.
If you want to shout out, steve.wright at bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Average White Band, Atlantic Avenue. And now it's time for a Jeremy Vine tongue twister.
Can you can a can as a can a can can a can? Do try it at home.
Not now. Here's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, Northbridge, Edinburgh. The A7 route through Old Town is still closed with this demonstration. So closed between High Street and the A1 Waterloo Place. So that's having a huge impact through Edinburgh at the moment. M1 southbound, 46 at Leeds and Garforth. We've got two lanes closed following an accident there. M1 northbound, 24A to 25 up towards Nottingham Derby. Accident there still waiting to be recovered. A54 at Old Greaves, still closed both ways with this overturned lorry just near to the flash turn off. Then we've got to the M6 northbound, 4A to 5. Still a breakdown there, one lane is shut. The A10 at Ware southbound, we had a car fire earlier between the A602 at Ware and the A414, the Hertford turn off. So one lane is still shut and that's causing queues. There is no change for the M25 anti-clockwise. It's still closed at junction 27 for the M11. The queues haven't changed, still 7 miles long, back to 28 for the A12. Surrounding routes absolutely gridlocked. And then central London, because of the demonstrations today, don't expect too much to change. There are protests in Marble Arch, Parliament Square and Piccadilly Circus, and Waterloo Bridge remains closed both ways. Another one for you, half an hour.
Thank you very much. Say hello to Ian and Donna, Paul and Davina, who've just travelled from Lancaster and are currently touring the South Coast.
Good morning, lovelies.
Hey, Zoe.
What awesome adventures lie ahead?
Weekdays from 6:30.
Of course, it could be a typically average day, but the intention is to play some top tunage. That's the given. And spread a bit of cheer. Woohoo! Terry Horner is with us. Good morning, gorgeous.
Good morning, Zoe Ball.
Good morning, Andrew Scott. Welcome.
Hey.
Not been this excited since we talked to Barbara Streisand.
I'll take that.
It's the Zoe Ball Breakfast Show.
It's getting a bit steamy in here, isn't it? I quite like it.
Back tomorrow morning from 6:30 on BBC Radio 2.
And Zoe will be joined by Strictly Professional dancers Oti, Giovanni and Diane. It's the Y Workshop tomorrow morning, where Zoe quizzes the QI elves with your questions. 6:30, Zoe Ball Breakfast Show. Groove Jet, If This Ain't Love. Spiller, Sophie Ellis Bextor, of course. Good afternoon, and this is Steve Wright in the Afternoon. From BBC Radio 2, we got Janie and Bobby and Tim and Anthony and Betty on sport coming. We've got Imelda May, brilliant singer-songwriter as our guest. Factoids, The Socials, The Cuts, Tim Burton, Colin Farrell on The Big Show. In the United Kingdom, across planet Earth. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Anthony Birchley. The Paris prosecutor has said there's no sign that the fire at the Notre Dame Cathedral was anything other than an accident. The blaze ravaged the 850-year-old building and caused its spire to collapse. Hundreds of millions of pounds have already been pledged to help rebuild the cathedral. Dermot McCulloch is a professor of the history of the church at Oxford University and says the site has been hugely influential throughout Europe.
Notre Dame de Paris is one of the first great Gothic buildings in all Europe. It gave the pattern to all those splendid cathedrals that you see really across the continent, from Cyprus at one end to Scotland at the other. And so this is a disaster for all of us. It's not just for the French.
A 20-year-old man has been found guilty of attacking 4 police officers with a knife in North London. Alex Trakoff dialed 999 to report a fight in October last year. When police arrived at his friend's flat in Islington, he attacked them with a kitchen knife. He's been convicted of 3 counts of wounding with intent. The country's largest education union has called for statutory LGBT relationship lessons to be taught at primary schools in England. The move would go further than government legislation due to be introduced next year, which recommends the lessons but gives head teachers the final decision on content. Here's our education correspondent, Frankie McCamley.
New government guidance on relationships and sex education in schools has been controversial. LGBT campaigners praised the move. However, protests were held outside a handful of Birmingham schools. Parents and activists said the lessons weren't in keeping with their religious beliefs. Today in Liverpool, teachers at the National Education Union Conference called for education about LGBT relationships to be made statutory in primary schools.
The family of a 9-year-old boy who was killed by a dog at a holiday park in Cornwall have paid tribute to their happy, cheeky boy. Frankie McRitchie is believed to have been alone in a caravan with the bulldog-type breed of dog when it attacked him on Saturday. The European Parliament's Brexit coordinator, Guy Verhofstadt, says the decision to delay the UK's departure from the EU risks poisoning European elections. Theresa May still hopes to avoid holding elections next month by getting MPs to back her withdrawal agreement. But Mr Verhofstadt told the European Parliament he's not sure the latest Brexit extension will achieve anything.
I fear that it will continue the uncertainty. I fear that it will prolong the indecision. And I fear most of all that it will import the Brexit mess into the European Union.
And an oil rig worker who helped rescue a dog found paddling more than 120 miles off the coast of Thailand says he'll adopt the animal when he returns to shore. It's not clear how the dog became stranded so far out to sea, although some reports suggest he may have fallen from a fishing boat. That's the BBC News at 4:03 on Exit 5.
All right, thank you, Anthony. Sport now, here's Betty Glover.
Hey Steve, let's start with the rugby union, and Billy Vunipola has been given a formal warning by the RFU for his comments in support of sacked Australian player Israel Folau. The England and Saracens forward liked a social media post by Folau which stated that hell awaits gay people. He has since been sacked by Rugby Australia. Vunipola though, well, he's escaped a fine or a ban after expressing genuine regret. Elsewhere, the FA say that Chris Crystal Palace goalkeeper Wayne Hennessy claims he did not know what a Nazi salute was when he was charged with making the offensive gesture on social media. The Welsh international will face no further punishments. Manchester United are in Champions League quarter-final second leg action tonight, and boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says they cannot rely on fate to help them overturn their 1-0 deficit against Barcelona. And finally, Ireland's Katie Taylor has been given the chance to become the undisputed lightweight world champion. That's if she beats Belgium's Delphine Persoon on the 1st of June on the undercard fight of Anthony Joshua's fight against Jarrell Miller in New York. The winner will become only the third female fighter to be an undisputed champion.
Thank you. And Betty back with Sarah Cox after 5, of course. Big show on the air.
In the afternoon.
Well, I'll be damned. Here comes your ghost again. But that's not unusual. It's just that the moon is full and you happen to call. And here I sit and on the telephone, hearing a voice I'd known a couple of light years ago, heading straight for a fall. As I remember, your eyes were bluer than robin's eggs. My poetry was lousy, you said. Where are you calling from? A booth in the Midwest. Diamonds and rust. Well, you burst on the scene already a legend, the unwashed phenomenon, the original vagabond. You strayed into my arms, and there you stayed, temporarily lost at sea. The Madonna was yours for free. Yes, the girl on the half shell could keep you unharmed. Now I see you standing with brown leaves falling all around and snow in your hair. Now you're smiling out the window of that crummy hotel over Washington Square. Our breath comes out, white clouds mingles and hangs in the air. Speaking strictly for me, we both could have died then and there. Now you're telling me you're not nostalgic. Then give me another word for it. You were so good with words and at keeping things vague.
offering me diamonds and rust. I've already paid.
She's already paid. Joan Baez, Diamonds and Rust. Tuesday afternoon, BBC Radio 2. Aretha Franklin has been awarded a posthumous Pulitzer Prize. She's been awarded a special citation honouring her incredible contribution to American music and culture for more than 5 decades, and becomes only the 12th musician to get one. Around 2.7 million people watched the first episode of the final series of Game of Thrones. That's the total number of people who either watched it live when it was first broadcast at 2 a.m. on Sunday into Monday, or this is in the UK obviously, or who recorded it and watched later during yesterday. Last night's repeat at 9 p.m. then got a further 698,000 viewers over there on Sky Atlantic. In the socials today, hashtag bathroom tunes is trending on Twitter as people tweak songs and lyrics to include bathroom-related objects. Pippi tweets, "On Sweet Child of Mine." Adrian tweets, "Echo Bleach, Far Away and In Town." And Smithy tweets, "Flush, saviour of the universe." Hashtag bathroom tunes. Madonna, Madge is trending on Google ahead of tomorrow's release of Medellin, the first single from her upcoming album Madam X. And Dumbo has gone back to number 1 at the UK box office and has now made more than $265 million around the world. And with the Easter weekend fast approaching, director Tim Burton found somewhere very noisy to say that the message behind Dumbo is one to inspire families of all ages.
A simple message about family and difference and acceptance, just kind of playing through. For me, anyway, it just taps into that very simple thing. For anybody, just feel those weird things that you're made fun of, or you're categorized, or you're made to think they're different or weird. And it just symbolizes how you overcome these kind of things. And, you take that, what can be a disadvantage, and turn it into something beautiful or positive.
Hey, Tim, over here, mate. It stars Colin Farrell, Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, Ava Green, and Alan Arkin. Here's Colin, somewhere a bit quieter, on why he signed up to be in it.
Those 3 words, Burton, Tim, and Dumbo, and I thought, wow, what a beautiful way he will breathe life into this story, and what a beautiful kaleidoscope of colours and sounds and movements it will be, and it really was. Every day on the set, it was a marvel to behold.
I'm going to have a word. It was the Star Wars celebration in Chicago. There was loads of excitement about the upcoming movie Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Our old friend Daisy Ridley was there, and she sounds quite emotional.
I think the emotional vibe of this film is amazing. It really did feel like everything feels good and fulfilled and sort of explored, and it feels wonderful to be part of that.
Brilliant. Daisy Ridley. Now it's 4:12. George Michael, Cowboys and Angels.
When your heart's in someone else's hands, monkey see and monkey do, their wish is your command. You're not to blame, everyone's the same. All you do is love, and love is all you do. I should know by now the way I fought for you. You're not to blame, everyone's the same. I know you think that you're safe, Mr. Harmless deception that keeps love at bay. It's the ones who resist that we most want to kiss. Wouldn't you stay? Cowboys and angels, they all have the time for you. Why should I imagine that I'd be fine for you? Why should I imagine that I'd have something to say? That scar on your face, that beautiful face of yours, in your heart there's a trace of someone before. hearts in someone else's plans. Things you say and things you do, they don't understand. It's such a shame, always ends the same. You can call it love, but I don't think it's true. You should know by now, I'm not the boy for you. You're not to blame, always ends the same. I know you think that you're safe, sister. Harmless affection that keeps things this way. It's the ones who persist for the sake of a kiss who will pay. Cowboys and angels, they all take a shine to you. Why should I imagine that I was designed for you? Why should I believe that you would stay? That scar on your face, that beautiful face of yours. Don't you think that I know they hurt you before? Take this man to your bed. Maybe his hands will help you forget. Please be stronger than your past. The future may still give you a chance.
It's what I call penthouse flat music. The Dinner Jazz. Cowboys and Angels, George Michael. Say hello to my partner Kim as it's her birthday. We're spending a couple of days in Dorset. Tell her I love her and hope she enjoyed her present. That's from Kev. All right, Kev? Good afternoon, Stephen team. Seem to really enjoying the show today. I'm one of the many stuck in the traffic on the M25, M11. However, I'm moving now. Still have another 2 hours to go on my journey, apparently. Anyway, can you give me a hello? It's Jules here from Folkestone. Okay, Jules, got it in the end. Thank you very much.
In 1937, 1954, 1976 and 2018, A Star is Born was on the big screen.
A Star is Born has proved itself to be one of the most successful Hollywood brands.
Now, Matthew Morrison tells the story behind all 4 versions of this incredible film.
I will explore the timeless appeal of the rags to riches and riches to rags movie that attracted Judy Garland, Barbra Streisand, and now Lady Gaga.
That is a tale that can be told forever.
A Star is Reborn. Good Friday at midday on BBC Radio 2.
Jeremy, where are you today?
I'm at the end of my tether, Steve. I'm in the house.
Yes.
Listen to that. That's the boiler.
Oh my goodness, is that like... Oh, what's going on in there?
Well, I think my immersion heater has gone. I don't know what an immersion is. I don't know what an immerser is. I don't know why we have a red flicky switchy thing in the kitchen. We don't know what it does. Nobody does, but listen to the noise.
Yeah, I can hear that. Where's the plumber?
He's inside the boiling tank.
Is he okay in there?
No, it's made of copper. I can't see through metal, Steve.
See if we can reach him.
Hang on. Shh.
I think I can hear him.
He's definitely shrinking.
Now more factoids. Here's Janie Lee Grace.
When tears are put under a microscope, it's found that crying over grief or hope or onions will all produce a unique tear.
Oh, it's a unique tear.
So, depending on what you're crying about...
Yeah, your tears are different.
No.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I do.
Well, how can that work? You're a biologist, tell me.
I don't know. I'm currently in study.
You know Winston Churchill?
Yes.
How many Nobel Prizes do you think he was nominated for during his lifetime?
Oh, many, I would imagine. Maybe up to a dozen?
No, not that many. This is not going to sound that impressive now, but it was 2 Nobel Prizes. Quite impressive. The Peace Prize and the Prize for Literature.
Of all the fruits, Janie, you'll know this. Which fruit has the highest protein content of all fruit?
That would be avocado.
Is correct. What you got?
Mosquitoes are attracted to the colour blue twice as much as any other colour.
Cabbage is 91% water.
90% of all the world's cinnamon comes from Sri Lanka.
And Janie?
There's more bacteria in your mouth than the human population of the States and Canada combined. Terrible thought.
I know. What is the only edible food that never goes bad?
Oh, honey.
Is correct.
Factoids. I got wind beneath my wings. I think this time I'm gonna make it till morning. I got strength within my heart. I'm gonna sing for all the heroes who've fallen. Hey, I'm gonna take the long way home. Yes, I'm gonna take the world by storm. We got magic in our bones, just like the stars. We're gonna shine bright and golden. We gon' bang down all the doors, make sure we take back all the things that were stolen. And we're gonna take the long way home. Yeah, we're gonna take the world by storm. Sit with the heart of a sparrow. Oh, tell me what arrow could ever bring you down. Oh, the escape, it was narrow, but what gift of courage you found. Yeah, I got stars within my soul. I think the dust is gonna finally settle. my storm.
All right, let's take a look at some news we didn't do earlier. US President Donald Trump is facing a long shot challenge from within his own party ahead of next year's White House election. Now, former Massachusetts Governor Bill Weld has become the first Republican to challenge Mr. Trump in his own party in 2020. What else is occurring here? A number of women pregnant in their 40s doubles in 20 years. That was a headline earlier on. We need coffee. 60% of adults need a cup of coffee first thing in the morning. Do you?
No, can't start the morning without tea.
Not first thing, but a bit later, mid-morning, absolutely has to be a flat white.
Okay, it says 54% admit they need coffee to feel... This is a great phrase. To feel like their real self. I think to feel like an excited version of their own
I can
self.
understand that, but with me it's tea. I can't get going in the morning without a cup of tea.
Do you like trendy tea?
No, just ordinary builder's tea.
Builder's tea, yeah. Most people don't wake up on the wrong side of bed. Talking of waking up, researchers found that we tend to start the day in a relatively good mood. Our attitudes continue to brighten up as the morning wears on.
I know somebody doesn't.
Well, as we wake, we become happier, warmer, and enjoy more work. The good feeling typically peaks somewhere around noon, and then, of course, this show has to wake everybody up
I
and
don't
cheer
mind people
everybody
being in a bad mood first thing in the morning, but they could at least speak to you, couldn't they?
Yes, they could, yeah.
People that wake up and don't speak to you for, say, 15 minutes...
Well, they just need to be in their own cocoon, as it were.
Not fair.
Just a reminder, you can leave your dedication for this week's Sunday Love Songs on Radio 2's Facebook page, but you need to do it before the end of the big show today. If you want to send a dedication for love songs for this Sunday mornings, that's Easter Sunday, just go to Facebook and search for Radio 2. The Sunday Love Songs post is there. Just make sure you comment underneath it before 5 o'clock this afternoon so that you make the recording. OK, let's have a look at the anniversaries here. First of all, Tim Wilbur Wright, 1867 this day.
Well, that's funny you should mention that, because I was at the Wright Brothers Memorial in North Carolina only about a week ago.
Wow.
Yeah, distant relative of yourself, of course, the first person, along with his brother Orville, to achieve powered flight.
Yeah, American aviator, of course, with his brother Orville, as you say, invented the first powered aircraft. Oh, I didn't know that. They actually invented it.
They did, yeah. They designed it and built it. They built bicycles, really.
Yeah, I should know this, shouldn't I?
You should do.
Yeah. So Charlie Chaplin.
Well, I think you'll find he was a hugely famous, incredible actor.
Yeah.
Screen legend, really.
Yeah, English-born comedian, much loved for his portrayal of a tramp in baggy trousers and bowler hat. And who played him in the best ever film about Charlie Chaplin?
Oh, it was directed by Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, is correct. Who'd have thought he'd become Iron Man?
Yeah, so I don't know. There were signs.
Yeah. And let's have a look. Oh, who becomes the first Jamaican artist to reach the top of the UK singles charts in 1969, and what was the song? Good question.
Oh, it is a good question. I thought you were going to say later than that, and I was going to say Bob Marley. Johnny Nash.
No. Oh. 1969.
Oh,
this person becomes the first Jamaican artist to reach the top of the UK charts, and what was the song?
Oh, Jimmy Cliff. The Israelite.
Yes,
the Israelite.
Oh, Desmond Dekker.
Desmond Dekker is correct. Look, everyone, you're on the big show.
Come and move that in my direction. So thankful for that, it's such a blessing, yeah. Turn every situation into heaven, yeah. Oh, you are my sunrise on the darkest day. Got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna savor every moment slowly, slowly. You fit me, tailor-made, love how you put it on. Got the only key, know how to turn it on. The way you nibble on my ear, the only words I wanna hear. Baby, take it slow so we can last long.
Tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando y voy armando el plan. Solo con pensarlo se acelera el pulso.
Oh yeah, ya me está gustando más de lo normal. Todos mis sentidos van pidiendo más. Esto hay que tomarlo sin ningún apuro. Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firmo en las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito. Sube, sube.
Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos.
Favorito, baby.
Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro hasta provocar tus gritos. Y que
come and move that in my direction. So thankful for that, it's such a blessing, yeah. Turn every situation into heaven, yeah. Oh, you are my sunrise on the darkest day. Got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna savor every moment slowly, slowly. You fit me, tailor-made, love how you put it on. Got the only key, know how to turn it on. The way you nibble on my ear, the only words I wanna hear. Baby, take it slow so we can last long. Pasito a pasito, suave suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Y es que esa belleza es un rompecabezas, pero pa' montarlo aquí tengo la pieza, oye.
Despacito, this is how we do it down in Puerto Rico. I just wanna hear you screaming, ay bendito. I can go forever cuando esté contigo.
Pasito a pasito, suave suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito.
Hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido.
Despacito. 4:31 precisely, and here is Bobby Pryor.
Steve, thank you. First of all, Edinburgh, the A7, the North Bridge. Because of the demonstration, it is still closed both ways between the High Street and the A1 Waterloo Place. Problem still for the A95 southbound at Dissington, closed at the A597 on the roundabout following last night's accident just near to the Lily Hall Industrial Estate. The A54 Orgreave is still closed both ways with the overturned lorry at the Flash turn-off, and not too far away south of Glossop, the A624 is also still closed at Channel down at the A624. Now the M6. Now, first of all, if you're on the southbound side, before 14, just past Stafford Services, so 15 to 14 at Stafford North, got a breakdown, so one lane is shut. M6 through Birmingham, southbound, 10 Walsall, 9 Wednesbury, 3 lanes are closed with an accident there. M6 southbound, a little bit further down at junction 8 on the exit Slit Road to the M5, we had a breakdown. They've actually just cleared it, but it's still extremely slow. M1 heading south, 25 to 24A for the A50, accident there, 2 lanes are shut. Then to the A10 southbound at Ware, still got a lane closed down towards the A414, which is the Hertford turn-off. The A34 at Spark Hill is still closed between Durham Road and Newton Road, and the M25, where it meets with the M11 at junction 27, is still closed anti-clockwise with queues back to junction 28 for the A12, with the northbound M11 as part of the diversion route. Also, if you're heading into central London, we've still got continuing demonstrations, so Parliament Square, Marble Arch, Piccadilly Circus, Oxford Circus and Waterloo Bridge are all targets. Waterloo Bridge is still closed both ways. You've got 50 bus routes on diversion. Keep checking in. Of course, expect disruption. Give yourself time. Another one for you, 25 minutes.
Thank you, Bob. So from Mahib, Steve, can you shout out to the University of Winchester archaeology students and lecturers who are currently listening whilst on a 3-day archaeological site tour around the Welsh borderlands? Hello!
The clowns and the downs that they take just to be free.
Live from a very busy West End of London. This is Radio 2, live from Wogan House. There's Linda's Farm and Run for Home. 23 minutes to 5, talking to Imelda May next.
The man is tall, mad, mean and good looking, and he's got me in his eye. When he looks at me, I go weak at the knees. Got me going like no other guy. 'Cause he's my big, bad, handsome man, yeah. He's got me in the palm of his hand. He's a devil divine. I'm so glad that he's mine, 'cause he's my big, bad, handsome man. Oh, the music he plays, the way he moves me and sways, rocks me to the core. When he sings in my ear, he makes me shiver and leer, leaves me wanting more and more. 'Cause he's my big, bad, handsome man, yeah. He's got me in the palm of his hand. He's a devil divine. I'm so glad that he's mine, 'cause he's my big, bad, handsome man.
We love Imelda May here on Radio 2 for her voice and songs and for amazing versatility. Her 2017 album, Life, Love, Flesh, Blood, spanned blues, rock, soul and gospel. We also remember previously when she was playing in a kind of rockabilly style, and then last year she guested on Jeff Goldblum's jazz album and also played the Cheltenham Festival. Look, she's here, everybody, and we're going to talk about a concert. Friday night is music night. So how are you today?
I'm very well.
Yeah. Next month, Imelda is celebrating songs written by fellow Irish artists with an evening of Celtic soul at the London Palladium, which will be recorded for Friday night is music night here on Radio 2. But you could actually be there. It's on Monday, May 6th, and Imelda will be accompanied by the 24-piece Leo Green Orchestra. Expect to hear songs by Van Morrison, U2, The Chieftains, Damien Rice, The Cranberries, and Thin Lizzy. So, are you looking forward to it?
I am. I'm a little nervous, but I'm looking forward to it.
Why are you nervous?
Well, it's singing other people's songs. I'm used to singing my own, and I want to do them justice.
Yeah.
And the idea of it was beautiful. Leo said, let's do something. He gave me all these ideas what to do, and then I said, there's so many great artists from Celtic Soul, he called it, but there's so many great artists that I love and have influenced me. I was going kind of in the past have influenced me, but there's a lot of people now that are still influencing me, and I thought, well, let's do that and keep it current, you know.
How did you get started, Imelda?
In a little blues club. I was there only the other day in Dublin when I was 16, a little jam session.
Yeah.
And I was way too young to get in, and they would turn a blind eye. And I basically never left. I fell in love with it, and the musicians were so amazing, and I was swept up in it all. I never thought that music was a career option. I just thought it was something that you did. I loved it so much, I thought it was a hobby, and then I thought I can do this. And especially when I saw other bands like U2 and Thin Lizzy and Rory, got all these other bands, you think, God, if they could do it. And they're from around where I'm from.
But they weren't your era, were they? You must have heard them from back in the day.
I'll take that. I must
Nothing wrong with it.
I must be looking well. I'm 75.
But what did you start out singing? Was it blues? Was it rock?
It was blues. It was a roots club, so it was blues and jazz and rock and roll. And my lovely story that I'm lucky to say is that Ronnie Wood jumped up on stage and jammed with me one night. And I suppose 10 years ago. And he said he'd been keeping an eye on me, and we've been friends since. That was a high point for me when I was 16, and it's been all downhill since.
Have you ever sung with Leo's orchestra before? Because it's really something, isn't it, doing these kind of songs with an orchestra?
Well, that's why I'm a little nervous, because it's out of my comfort zone. I've done a couple of things with Leo before. He asked me to record with him for the Andrew Lloyd Webber birthday album, and I did my own thing on that again. He had his orchestra ready, and I said, no, I'll do my own thing, and I did All I Ask of You. So he said, come and do the orchestra. So I'm really looking forward to it, because it's so different. but I'm wanting to get it right
Yeah.
with this beautiful back, and
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I do the best job that I can.
Now, who knows where Imelda's gig could lead? Tom Chaplin from Keene recently did a Friday Night is Music Night where he sang the songs of Queen. It went so well that he's about to take the show out on tour. Tom's 6 concerts start Thursday night, followed by dates in Cardiff, London, Oxford, Harrogate and Manchester. And we might play a bit of Tom Chaplin after we've played some stuff from Imelda. Imelda has been busy in the studio working on her 6th album, plus she's been putting together a book of poetry. So when's the album coming then, Imelda?
It should be the end of this year, fingers crossed. I've finished writing it. I'm dying to get going. And I was in the studio last week recording my poetry, which I've been writing forever. And I've decided to do a book of poetry and some spoken word.
Brilliant. Now, is it true you're touring with the Kaiser Chiefs and The Who?
So I believe, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Who have asked me to open for them in Wembley. They asked me to open for them before in the Albert Hall, and that was really fabulous. So I'm glad they've asked me back again.
Presumably you know all the work of The Who. You won't be having to smash up any instruments, will you?
I'll happily smash up somebody else's instruments.
That's fantastic, isn't it? You think of the Kaisers and you think of you and you think of The Who. They're a bit different.
Isn't it? Always be ready for the peripheral. That's what I think.
Peripheral is a great word, but how many H's does it have in it? Peripheral. Just one. Just the one, yeah.
For a sidestep. You never know where it leads you.
A peripheral. A sidestep or a peripheral. OK, you can see an evening of Celtic Soul with Imelda May and the Leo Green Orchestra at the London Palladium on Monday the 6th. I think we haven't got anything kind of from that to play, so I might play a bit of The Girl I Used to Be, if that's all right.
Yeah, you play what you
'cause
want.
we
It's
love
your
that.
show.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're the guest. Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you.
And good luck with that. I'll repeat the dates after we've played the tune. Very nice to see you again. Imelda May, everybody.
Lovely to see you. Thank you.
Once upon a time, a Dublin girl ran free down the cobblestones, round pubs and homes, as rich as she could be, swimming in the Irish Sea, climbing a Bray Head. Her lips were warmed with pots of tea, chips and buttered bread, fed love from Mam and Dad. They raised her up, they made her fly, they gave her roots and ways. As time moves on and years go by, she'll miss those simple things. She's the girl I used to be. The playgrounds all came down, and we mourned our factory. Times were tough, but I had enough. I had my family. Life kicked in with all its might, but my strong heart wouldn't break. I got kicked around and broken down. I took all that I could take.
Yeah, that was The Girl I Used to Be by Imelda May. And just a reminder of that special Friday Night is Music Night that Imelda's doing for Radio 2. It's an evening of Celtic Soul. It's at the London Palladium. It's on Monday, May 6th. And tickets are on sale now. You just go to the Radio 2 website and click on tickets for all the information. That's bbc.co.uk/Radio 2 and then click on tickets to see Imelda May. And we mentioned that Tom Chaplin from Keene is about to do his Friday night, his music night, Songs of Queen tour. And those dates are, for Tom Chaplin, this Thursday, 18th, Bournemouth Pavilion Theatre. This Friday, the 19th, Cardiff, St David's Hall. Monday, 22nd, London Palladium. Wednesday, 24th, Oxford New Theatre. Saturday, 27th, Harrogate, the Convention Centre there. And Sunday, 28th, Manchester Palace Theatre. Tickets are also available for those shows. And here's a taste of what you'll hear.
This is called love. I just can't handle it. This is called love. I must get round to it. I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. This is called love. It cries in a cradle all night. It swings, it jives, it shakes all over like a jellyfish. I kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gives me hot and cold fever. She leaves me in a cuckoo sweat. I gotta be cool, relax, get hip, get on my tracks, take a back seat, hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love.
Join Friday Night is Music Night next month as we celebrate Motown's 60th anniversary.
Turning the Hackney Empire into our very own Hitsville, USA. I'm Trevor Nelson and I'll be hosting this special evening of live music with Motown classics performed by Heather Small, Tony Monrell and Tommy Blaze. Friday night is Music Night, a Motown special on the 8th of May in London. Find out how to buy your tickets at the BBC Radio 2 website.
12 minutes to 5 now on Steve Wright in the afternoon. John Newman, Feelings.
You gave a warning, but you never give the signals that I'm wanting. You know that I crave all your attention. It's danger. I don't know if this is it. Is this it to you? When you say you do, you don't. Leaving me no clue. If yes, no, and no, it's just tell me what you want. I'm a man to know what's going on. You, yeah, you never give the feelings that I want. You, yeah, you never give the feelings that I want. You never give the feelings that I want. You, yeah, you never give the feelings that I want. I've said, living on both sides, I don't know what's best. I need you to tell me, don't know what's next. Be honest. Oh, yeah. I don't know if this is it. Is this it to you? When you say you do, you don't. Leaving me no clue. If yes, no, and no, it's just tell me what you want. I'm a man to know what's going on. You, yeah, you never give the feelings that I want. You, yeah, you never give the feelings that I want. You never give the feelings that I want. You, yeah,
That's our friend John Newman, Feelings. Shout out to Joe, Jess and Natasha on their way home from Wales after a weekend walking up Mount Snowdon. Really? Says thank you. Thank you. Stephen Team, can you say hello to my 6-year-old daughter Chloe, who's currently baking strawberry muffins? Thank you. Louisa Ralph. Here we are returning for factoids. Tim Smith.
What North Americans usually call a buffalo is actually a bison. The only places on Earth where you'll find a proper buffalo are in Africa and Asia.
And you can't wash your feet in a buffalo. Japan consists of over 6,800 islands.
Your body consists of 60,000 miles worth of blood vessels.
21% of the Japanese population is elderly, over the age of 65. The highest proportion in the world. There are more elderly than there are children in Japan today. And over 2 billion manga Japanese comic books or graphic novels are sold in Japan every year. They love the graphic novels.
Yeah,
they just adore them.
Absolutely. The International Bartenders Association recognises only 77 official cocktails.
The very well-known scientist Nikola Tesla predicted the modern smartphone in 1926. He also predicted globalized wireless communication 8 decades before it came to fruition. And he said at the time, you'll be able to charge your smartphones with urine.
Factoids.
League and Mirror Man. In news from the net, Gallery 101 at the V&A Museum will be renamed the Sir Elton John and David Furnish Gallery. Elt described it as a perfect partnership. On the line of bestfit.com says Drake's childhood note to his mother goes up for auction for $7,500, I think it is. This is what Drake writes in it. I will clean my room when I come home. I think that's pretty cool.
BBC Radio
5 to 5 hits, Bobster.
Steve, thank you. Northern Ireland, M1 on the southbound side at 9 for Moira, the Lisbon Road, the A3. We've got the entry slit road. A lane is blocked because a generator has fallen off the back of a lorry. Edinburgh, A7 North Bridge closed completely. This is between the A1 Waterloo Place and the High Street because of the demonstration. Then we've got the M6 southbound. All lanes finally open. Stafford services to 14 at Stafford North. It's running a little bit easier through there. And then to the M1 southbound, 27 to 26 at Nottingham. Accident there, one lane is shut. M1 southbound, 25 to 24A. We've got 2 lanes closed with the accident there. There were 3, so they've got 1 lane open. And the good bit of news, finally, the M25 anti-clockwise at 27 for the M11. It has reopened. Solid queues though, 7 miles back to junction 28. Another one for you, half an hour.
Thank you, Bobby.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Good times. Stay with Radio 2.
Radio 2.
Sarah's next. It's Sarah and Mark and Jamie and Trev and OJ. That's your lineup. We're back tomorrow with Will Gompert and Florida Georgia Line. Good evening.